I've got myself a new backpacking tent. Here it is then. It's a UL Lanshan 2 Pro, which was about 300mm longer than the previous Lanshan 2 version. I'm 6'1". I really wanted that bit of extra length in the tent, so my foot box on my sleeping bag didn't get wet, or I didn't get my head touching the inside of the tent. So I went for that, and it is a single skin tent. There's no frame poles in it. You have to use 2 trekking poles to put it up, and the total weight, including the stuff sack, is only 1 kilo and 50 grams, so 1050 grams. Let's get into it then. Okay, I said it was a 3F UL gear. This brand is the Flames Creed version. There are a few different brands. It's basically the same gear, so I'm led to believe anyway. There used to be a compression sack on the old one, on the Lanshan 2. This is just down to a plain stuff sack now, probably for ease of getting it in and out, but it's really lightweight. So that's the stuff sack. And this is really the first time I've opened it. I pulled it out the sack before, but I haven't really opened it. What's this then? Bit of ribbon or something to hold it together. Okay, what have we got? These must be the tent pegs, I suppose. Yep. Ah, they're these sort of cross-shaped ones. A little hook on the end and a loop to pull it out. They're aluminium. There's 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Okay, and a little bag and a little repair patch for the tent itself. Nothing else in there. And this is the tent. And there we are, that's my first pitch, guys. I know it's not a perfect pitch and I haven't finished yet, but I just thought I'd show you. This is the walk around. Right, I've done one pitch here on this side to pull that side wall out this way, and the other side I've left it as it is, just to show you. I've only tied out also the back door. I haven't done the front door properly. This is a front-on view to show you the difference that the side pulls can make. You can see it here, it's pulling down and it just pulls that side wall out slightly to give you a bit more headroom or foot room. And on the right side I haven't done it, so you can see it gives you a little bit more. And like I say, it's not a perfect pitch. I might be able to improve that slightly, or you could even, of course, tie the guy rope to a rock or a branch and pull it out further. So that's a good comparison. Okay, so I managed to improve the pitch and taut up all of the guy lines, including the side ones, to pull the side wall out on this side now. Closed the front doors and pitched it out nice and tight. You can see I've got the bathtub floor up a bit higher, and the vestibule doors up quite high for airflow to reduce condensation. And I'm quite pleased with this. Same on this side, and it's looking like quite a nice pitch now. Okay, I've set up this wide shot to give you an idea of the how much space there is inside. That's a Thermarest sleeping pad. It's a Ultralight regular length, and I'm going to go and line it. And you can see there's quite a bit of room there, and left to right there's one person, 2 people, or plenty of room for one person and rucksack and everything. And here I am at the head end, lying down. There's at least a foot of space there. So I'm 6'1", add a foot, that's 7'1", plus probably the same at the other end. You're talking 8 foot of length. Now you've got the angle of the side of the tent. So if I just sit up, it's at least 6-7 inches all the way sitting up, and it's the same at the feet end, so there's loads of room inside. So the width is about 45 inches or 1.15 meters, and the overall length is 90 inches. That's about 2.30 meters. And the height in the centre, about 47 inches, that's about 1.20 meters. Now this is one of the reinforced stitched areas from the Lanshan 2 tent, and there's several of them, usually where the fabric is in tension, being pulled, obviously where all the guy lines attach and where the zips start and stuff, and at the top of the walking poles. So the edges and the seams that I need to do on this particular tent are mainly where I've put that stick down that edge, and obviously in all four corners, plus the two black turrets on the top where the walking poles go, one on either side, plus the anchor point down here, which is pulling out the side wall. You don't necessarily have to do anything else on this particular tent, but I'm going to do all those black anchor points around the base anyway, because it strengthens up the stitching, and if I've got any left I'll go over all of the other seams that are under tension, just to give them a little bit of extra robustness. This is the messiest bit around the back of the stitching, but I'll wipe that off before it dries. You can plaster it around these anchor points. It's not so, doesn't have to be so neat around these ones, I suppose, because you can't see it so much and they really need it. Okay, so this is the trickiest bit now, along the seams, and I've already done a little bit, and I'm just going to feather it down this seam here. Now, some of the seam seal applicators are like little syringes. I didn't get one of them, I've just got this brush, but I've fashioned it into a point, and I'm just carefully pushing the seal down into the stitches. It's not that neat, but it's okay. And it's a bit of a slow job, but you just got to have some patience. Choose a nice day when you're not under time pressure, and just take your time. Okay, so that's it, all done, seam sealed. Pitched it a few times actually, practicing and getting used to the sequence of putting it all up and how to get rid of all the crinkles and pitch it to the right height and everything, and I'm pleased with the size of it, and now it's time to give it a road test, but I can't get out because of the lockdown, but hopefully we will soon, and I'll be going on another adventure soon enough, so I'm looking forward to that. See you on the next one.